No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. Christ comes as a thief in the night, and it is not for us to know the times and seasons which God hath put into his own breast. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. My powers are ordinary. Only my application brings me success. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been due more to patient attention than to any other talent. I believe the more I study science, the more I believe in God. A passion for calculus can create a whole new world. Mistakes are not an art, but something that is deliberately made. God created everything based on number, weight, and size. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. You have to make the rules, not follow them. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. It is the weight that determines an experiment to be rewarded, not the number of experiments. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. To me, there has never been a higher source of earthly honor or distinction than that connected with advances in science. And to every action there is always an equal and opposite or contrary reaction. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. To myself, I am only a child playing on the beach, while vast oceans of truth lie undiscovered before me. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true, for if the things be false, the apprehension of them is not understanding. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man or even for any one age. What goes up must come down. Don't doubt the Creator, because it is inconceivable that accidents alone could be the controller of this universe. The more time and devotion one spends in the worship of false gods, the less he is able to spend in that of the true one. It seems probable to me that God, in the beginning, formed matter in solid, massy, hard, impenetrable, movable particles. An object that is at rest will tend to remain at rest. An object that is in motion will tend to remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Truth is the offspring of silence and meditation. I keep the subject constantly before me and wait till the first dawning opens slowly, by little and little, into a full and clear light. The best and safest philosophical method seems to be to first ask diligently about the properties of matter, and build on those properties from experiment, then proceed slowly to hypotheses and explanations of the matter. The moon is moving towards the earth, and by the force of gravity it continues to be pulled from a straight line and stays in its orbit. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so have we no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. The power inherent in matter is the power to resist, which everyone as far as possible stays in place, either resting or moving uniformly straight ahead. God is the same God, always and everywhere. He is omnipresent not virtually only, but also substantially, for virtue cannot subsist without substance. Atheism is so senseless. When I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the Sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. There are more sure marks of authenticity in the Bible than in any profane history. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. I have studied these things, you have not. Yet one thing secures us whatever betide. The Scriptures assures us that the Lord will provide.